The owner, who was seriously ill, took off his hat in front of his dog. He suddenly realized something. He looks at his master, who is not the same as he used to be. The dog's eyes were full of shock. He froze for a long time, choking back sobs of sadness. Then he stood up and comforted him with a hug, as if to tell him, no matter what happens, he'll always be there. In fact, the owner was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago. In order to cooperate with the treatment, he shaved his head. He didn't want the dog to worry, so he hid his illness from him. Since he knew his master was sick, the dog has become very clingy. He's not as playful as before. Every time he enters the room, he's careful, afraid of disturbing his master's rest. The owner is very weak after being tortured by the disease. Lying on the bed, she looks at her understanding dog. He could only barely lift his hand to stroke his little head. On this day, he went to the hospital for his second chemotherapy treatment. Before he left, he told the dog he'd be back soon, but the dog stayed at the door without eating. He waited from day to night. His eyes were full of worry. When he came to this family 5 years ago, he was a puppy. At that time, he was very active and mischievous. He always made a mess in the house, but the owner never disliked him. Instead, he took care of him with a big heart. As time